Hello. Thank you so much for being here today. I know your time is valuable, and it means a lot that we get to sit down together and talk about your student. I'm truly looking forward to getting to know you and learning more about your student, not just as a learner, but as a person, their strengths, their interests, and what they're hoping for in the future. Before we get started, I want to share a little bit about something called person centered planning, or PCP, because it's going to guide how we work together. At its heart, person centered planning is really simple. It means that your student is at the center of everything we do. Instead of starting with programs or services, we start with them. What do they enjoy? What are they good at? What do they want their life to look like? And then we build a plan around that. One of the most important parts of this approach is making sure your student feels heard and valued. When students are part of this conversation, when they have a voice in their own planning, something really powerful happens. They start to build confidence, independence, and a clearer vision of where they're headed. And that's really what transition planning is all about, helping them move towards life beyond school in a way that feels meaningful to them. This approach is also grounded in respect for your student and respect for you as a family. I truly believe every student has value, purpose, and something unique to offer, and our role is to help support that growth in a way that feels encouraging and meaningful. When we use person centered planning, it helps make sure this process is truly student driven. That doesn't mean we leave the student to figure it out on their own. It means we walk alongside them, helping guide and support them as they begin to shape their future. As a team, we'll talk about the goals like employment, education, and independent living, but we'll always come back to what matters most to your student. There are a few simple steps we'll follow along the way. We'll start by talking about your student's strengths, interests, and hopes for the future. Then we'll look at where they are right now and what supports might help them grow. From there, we'll create meaningful goals and a plan with clear, realistic next steps. And throughout all of this, we keep your student's voice right at the center. Now, one of the things I want you to know is that you are an important part of this team. You know your student like in ways that no one else does, and your insight really matters. We'll also have some teachers who can speak to how your student is doing in the classroom, and possibly service providers who can share information about specific skills or supports that might be needed. Sometimes we may include counselors or transition specialists to help connect your student to opportunities outside of high school. But no matter who is at the table, the goal is the same. We're all here to support your student and help them move toward the future they want. I also want to share something that's really important to me. I don't believe communication should only happen during meetings like this. My goal is to keep that communication open and ongoing so we can talk through changes, concerns, or successes as they come up, not just when we're required to meet. I want this to feel like a partnership because it is. Thank you again for being here and for being part of this process. I'm truly excited to get to work together and support your student in building the future that reflects who they are and what they care about. Thanks again.